It's another day, right? Another day. Hey, please, guys, don't forget it, okay? All I need you to do, guys, to help the channel out, it takes just 1 second. Just hit that like button. Comment, okay? I don't care what you say, as long as it is positive. If you don't have anything to say, drop an emoji, okay? And very soon we will do the question and answers again sometime this week. Like, hey, I promise, it's a debt I owe you guys to do it to do it at least once a week. So please drop a comment, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, we're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. It's not a big number. I know we can get it. Okay. Anyways, now let's get this started. I always have to get it out of the way first. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, you guys, you already know the drill, right? We're looking at the market. Manipulation is taken like at its finest, man. At its finest. These guys, they pump a little bit, they drop a little bit, they pump a little bit, and everybody's just like, holy crap, what the hell is going on? And I'm here laughing at you because, hey, they are doing their thing. They are doing their thing and it's working. A lot of people try to do what they don't have business doing, right? But anyways, we're going to go after that. We'll check out prices in details. And right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But anyways, guys, I've been waiting to do a video on Quant, okay? The thing is, like I said, I was waiting for the development, okay? Because it's okay to wait a little bit, give the devs chance to work. And once they work, you kind of look out, is it really matching what they said they were going to do or not? And that is exactly what's happening right now with Quant, okay? I've been telling you guys that Quant has something that all the other cryptos or whatever they have here, excuse me, they have a special sauce in their soup that anybody else doesn't have in their kitchen. And that special sauce is called Overledger. That Overledger, guys, I don't know about you, but that's what's going to make me that money. A lot of money, okay? Not a little thing, a lot of money. That's what I'm going to get from it, from that Overledger. Okay, so because like when you look at it, let's start by events. Sometime in this year, I think it was May, June, thereabout. If you guys remember, that's when our good friend Trumpicius Magicius came out. And Trumpicius said, okay, US treasuries are going to be pegged to stable coins. If you guys remember, that was a big deal that even the Russian government during the hearing, sometime they were doing some kind of meeting with the whole world about throwing stones at Ukraine and Ukraine throwing bricks at them. So they were doing that meeting. Even the Russian government came out and said the US government was trying to wipe out the debt, the $31 trillion debt. You guys do remember that, right? At that same time, Quant started upgrading the Overledger. Okay, they had a project called the Overledger Fusion, and that project was to make the Overledger readily available, not just for transaction, but for tokenization. You understand? Not the real world tokenization of whatever they are doing, gold or silver, whatever you want to do, through the bank system. Quant was making that to happen. That project was something, again, like I said, if like you talk to XRP people, right? And that is something that makes me laugh a lot. XRP people come around and say, oh yeah, XRP is going to be the chosen one for the cross-border payment. XRP, the government is going to use exactly XRP, nothing more, nothing less. And then this come from H-bar village. Oh no, we are dancing better. The government is going to dance with us and shake our bum bum with them and blah blah blah. You see the XDC people. Oh no, all of you, two of you are full of shit. The government and banks are coming over. We're gonna have a party and the barbecue with them. Everybody and their grandmama tries to claim that crown. But the thing is, if you sit outside the box, okay, think outside, think a little bit. Where I'm not going to say like, okay, that is the only thing. No, sit outside the box for a second. The government, what do they always want? Who, when, how much, right? In a short way, they will be looking for what we're talking about, CBDCs, right? Go look at it. It's not two ways about it. So everybody who is sitting here telling you like the government is just going to sit there, banks are going to skip the government and this and that, they're full of shit. Because again, you cannot skip it. That's the way the government runs. The taxes that they pay, all this is a lot of things that go into that in the background. That if we sit here to try to explain it, it's going to take us a whole week. Therefore, now take XRP for example. Who holds more than 50% of XRP? Majority of XRP is held by their Ripple Labs, right? The rest is like a little faction here and there and blah blah blah. So you think the government is going to trust an institution with the country's wealth, okay, that they hold more than the majority? What if they decide to sell that majority tomorrow and crash the market, XRP price? And then what happens to the government wealth? You see, you can't do that. You can't. Those are things that you have to, like I said, simple things like that are just things that I think about. That's number one. Number two, XRP, every bank in the world is not going to use XRP. It's not. Some banks will use it, others will not, because XRP has good things and also has bad things. And also don't forget, as time goes by, evolution takes place. What do we like more? Banks like to save money. I like to save money. I don't know about you. I like the easiest way of doing things. Like you say, oh, XRP is going to tokenization. How? Do you look at XRP's code? Do you look at it? Go look at XRP code. I'm happy, I'm grateful to have friends that know how to read things I cannot read. We look at XRP's code and we look like, yeah, nope. Maybe cross-border payments, maybe, but yeah, no. So for me, and again, when Kaspa came out, and I look at what Kaspa is going, and with the excuse me, man, my nose. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. With Kaspa being qualified and also being ISO 20022 compatible, I look at XRP and I laugh. I laugh about it because, like, you look at that and you start seeing, like Kaspa dealing with stable coins. Yeah, that is going to be a problem for the rest of the layer. Everybody dealing with that banking system. So yeah, you start looking at that and you look at the same thing with H-bar. They also have a share of their problem. But hey, we're not talking about those here. We're talking about Quant. The reason why I'm telling you that Quant is going to be way better. It's going to be way better for me to put my money into, okay? Excuse me. Because again, when you start looking at that, all the other projects are coming out which are better than Quant, better than XRP, better than that. Like I just mentioned, Kaspa with the stablecoin introduction, with Warp Core introduction. There's a lot of things going on there. Now, if I, for example, I'm not using you, I'm going to say myself. Now, when I start looking at that kind of stuff, I go like, okay, in which way that Quant has that is not colliding heads with everybody? You look again, Overledger. And then when they did that upgrade to the Overledger Fusion, I was like, yeah, there is something here. Because XRP, HBAR, XDC, Ethereum, whatever you call them, they all have that same functionability, the same function. They all do cross-border, right? A bunch of them, they all do the same. But Quant does not do it like that. With the Overledger, Quant connects whether you are XRP and you are HBAR, whether you are XLM and you are XDC. Quant doesn't give a crap. Quant connects all of them. And banks, again, you start looking at it, it's like, if you don't use the Overledger, it means now you have to integrate every crypto that does every cross-border payment into your banking. And that, my friend, is a lot of money, because you're now going to need people to maintain XDC, people to maintain XRP, HBAR, XLM. You are going to need a bunch of people just to maintain all those different chains, right? Versus all you have to do, use the Quant Overledger, and you can connect and do business with any bank, no matter what chain they're using. Did you get it? So yeah, Quant was working on that until all of a sudden, you also heard what they said, the ISO 20022 went live, right? Which means banking now, they are now getting ready to start the stable coins transactions. Those stable coins transactions, they've been on the testing. Quant has been testing them way before anybody and their grandmama thought about going ISO 20022. Quant has been testing them. As a matter of fact, we have been hearing about Quant working on each country, some countries' stable coins, right? Quant has been working on that. And one thing you got to do, like I always say, do not just take a project. Look at who is behind that project. Check their background. Okay? Check their background, and then you can either decide to invest in the project or not. Who is behind Quant? Gilbert Verdians. Check his background, okay? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. I don't know what's wrong with my nose this morning. But anyways, you have to start looking at the people behind that project. For example, in Quant, we know it is Gilbert Verdians, right? Go and look at his background. It's not even far away. Look at his background. You can look at his LinkedIn page, or you can go to the Quant network, the website. You will see it. Once you start to see his background and see what he has accomplished and what he's trying to do, then you start to know how big Quant is. Okay, how big it is. Because like, look, let's go there, right there. There, that's Gilbert Verdian, founder and CEO. It is right there. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can go and look at it yourself. All I want you to do, all I want to focus here is exactly here, this second paragraph. See, that's what I want you to focus on. See, Gilbert, more than 20 years experience, okay? Cybersecurity experience, that's what he is, C-level. And then the company he's worked with is also there. So he knows what he's talking about. And now when you start to look at things, you start to realize that, guys, one, the Overledger fusion has been completed, okay? It's going live, because right now, I think by the first quarter of next year, banks are going to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to stable coins. So that project is going live. And what does that tell you? It tells you that the project of gateways, which is the reason why I invested in Quant. Okay, I invested in Quant just for gateways. I don't care about anything else they're doing. And I know people will be asking me, what is gateways? If you look at Quant in this way, just like Solana, okay? Solana did a trick, in which is one separate ways from Ethereum, is because anything you want to do on Solana, you have to interact with the Solana token, whether you like it or not. You have to interact with it. That's the same model that Quant uses. Like if you want to use the Overledger, you are going to have to buy Quant and stake it. You understand? Buy Quant and stake it. And now this is where the trick comes in. Number one, what is the total supply of Quant? Okay, what's the total supply? Let's go and look at that right quick. Let's find CoinGecko, for example. Okay, this is CoinGecko. Come on, not now. This is CoinGecko. Let's find QNT, because this is where the whole thing begins to make any sense. If it doesn't make sense for you, I don't know what else will. Okay, now let's find QNT. We know that the price of an asset Okay, depends on how much it is circulating or how much its supply is. Okay, if you compare that with the with the market cap, for example. Okay, right now Quant is $75. That's not what I'm interested into. Now, if you look here, what is the max supply? 14.6 million. Okay, and what is the circulating supply? 14.5 million. Look at that. This is what I'm telling you. Pay attention to this number, okay, and then pay attention to that. 14.6, 14.6. I mean, this is crazy. Oh, sorry, not that one. This one, okay. Let's get that one out. This max supply, okay, and you have circulating supply right here. See, it is almost completely out. Now, if you start doing your math, just do a simple math. Right now, market cap is $1.1 billion. That's what it is. And I tell guys every time, like, guys, Quant, let's just say you don't want to do it like I'm doing it. Because for me, I am investing in Quant because of the Overledger. Let's just say you want to do it because of the price appreciation, okay? So 14,612. Let's take that number. Let's make a calculator. And I do have 14,612, right? Let's say Quant, it goes up, let's say 150 billion. 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divide that by 14, okay? 612, 0, 0, 0. That is, now, if Quant goes to $150 billion, one single Quant will be worth $10,000. Did you see it? Did you see what I'm talking about, right? That is one single Quant, the price of it. If you're just only going because of the market appreciation, which again, the next question will be, is it possible? Is it possible for Quant to hit $150 billion? Now you come back again and look at the utility. Quant Overledger. If we are going into like digital banking, as you guys can see, people are going, even the government, they are trying to control the amount of printing. And things like the US going into stable coins, that is going to control the printing a lot of it. Now, to move those stable coins around, like I've already explained, Quant connects no matter what chain. So, thinking like where you are, using your brains a little bit, do you think that every bank is going to line up to have every what? I don't even know how many chains are out there that do this cross-border. Are they going to have them all? I don't think so. I think they're going to choose one that make lives easy for them and easy for their clients, which means if I'm doing my business with XRP functioning bank and I want to transact with you with HBAR or HBAR transacting bank, all I have to do, my bank, all I have to do is Overledger plugin, put one thing in, and the other side goes another thing. It's like you throw bananas in one end and apples comes on the other one. I don't know how they're going to do it, but that's what the Overledger does. Okay, so that every bank will be interoperable. Okay, every bank will be interconnected. So that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm telling you, like, the Overledger is that secret ingredient that none of these banks has, and they've been working on it for over 20 years. It's just like Kaspa. Kaspa's been working on their stuff over 15 years. Now that it comes out, they have perfected. They've perfected it. That it is the thing that everybody's so afraid of right now. You see Ethereum doing the shit, like really shaking their feet when they hear the name Kaspa. You hear Bitcoiners, you hear everybody. The same thing I'm telling you, when it goes to that niche, when everybody hears, who are you? For fuck's sakes, I don't know you. When everybody hears the Quant Overledger, okay, they start shaking on their feet. And that's exactly what happened. Like a couple of weeks ago, there was an expo, okay, the SIBOS, I think that's what it was called, where this all these companies, all these blockchain, the XRP, the Quant, HBAR, all of them, they were presenting their technology to the public, which means in that SIBOS or whatever, I think that's what it was called. Everybody was there. The Barclays Bank, the JP Morgan, All of them, all these big banks, everybody was there. Everybody was there. And guess what? XRP booth, all of them, they are booth, their little place were not as crowded as the quant table was crowded. No, but I mean, it was crazy to see the way these guys were mounted there. That's why I'm telling you, it is going to be next year, okay? That's when adoption takes place. And when I keep telling guys that the market is going to be like, you know how a spring, you've been crushing, like trying to hold down that spring at all costs, right? You push it down, push it and push it. When you release it, that spring is going to boom, go higher. They've been doing that with Bitcoin and the rest of the market, right? So that's why I keep telling you, in short term, we are going to make a lot of money. Long term, if you choose the right coin, like the Quant Overledger, is going like the Quant itself, with the technology that not all of them have, you are going to become a multi-millionaire. Now, if you circle back, because everything is interconnected, it's very, very simple for you to see. They launched the Overledger Fusion. Banks are interested into it. Now, for them to use it, they have to buy Quant, right? They have to buy it. They buy Quant. Guess what happens to the little bitty 15 million total supply? Starts to go, and that leads to a supply shock. That by itself alone, okay, price is going to run just by itself alone. Now you have another one which I am interested into. Like I said, the Project Gateways. Project Gateways goes live. I put my Quant in there because there's not going to be a lot of Quant out there. Banks are going to need it because I think it's going to be your usage is going to be based on the amount of Quant you're holding or something like that. They stake that Quant. I get paid dividends. And those dividends, the rumors, they're still not official here. It means if you're holding 100 Quants, you are going to be able to make anything between $20 to $60,000 a year. We are going to wait until those numbers come out for us to confirm, but I'm not going to wait for that. That's what I am accumulating Quant. That's why I am leverage trading Quant, because right now on my leverage position, even if it goes up to $2,000 or even if it hits all-time high, I'm going to make a lot of money. So yeah, Quant has done the development. The development just ended. They've been presenting this to the banks. Right now we're having Quant doing marketing. Marketing is going to every system, financial system, tokenized system, showing them how easy it is to stick to the Quant Overledger versus using all these bunch of chains together. You understand? So everything is happening. And another question I got the other day, a guy was asking me, wouldn't that be conflicting with Kaspa? No, it's not, because Kaspa is a layer 1. Quant is a token on a layer 1, which means they can switch that layer 1 whenever they wish to do it. And there have been rumors out there that, yeah, they are waiting for VProx, because with VProx, Kaspa is going to make Quant even better than it is right now. Understand? And plus, you guys remember, I was saying it here, all these people, they are not going to let somebody develop a similar project and put it on Kaspa, because that is going to really, really mess them up. So yeah, I think they're going to migrate. Now, it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you where to put your money. I am putting my money in it. I'm taking that risk, okay? I'm okay. If it doesn't happen, hey, I'm okay with it. But by looking at the things, the way they've been developing, I think Quant is getting there. It's getting there. And I do not want to be out of that boat when that price starts to run. Because again, the Overledger has been upgraded. It has been given that institutional grade level for different banks to hook in, tokenized assets to be put on, and a bunch of other things. And when they presented it at the SIBOS fair with all these major banks there, and I saw how everybody was on the Quant's booth, but XRP, XLM booth were just like a few people that let me know, like, okay, there's going to be a lot of money to be made. Now, it's up to you, right? You can sit and wait, or you can say, whatever. It's up to you. But again, I will repeat myself. Quant, my friends, yeah, for me, short term is going to make me a lot of money. Long term is going to make me a multi-millionaire. and you will sit here and you will watch, instead of you looking at the market. And when I'm telling you, all of you trying to front run the market this week, I don't know. Yeah. anyways, you're gonna sit there just like Uncle T this morning, okay? Uncle T was like, okay, we've been trying to tell the guys, remember this, okay? We've been trying to tell the guys, our neighbors, be like, hey, stay away from the raccoons. The raccoons are going to scratch you. You don't want to listen. They're going to... So, this one is not about crypto, okay? The real raccoon. What happened is, like, they call Uncle T, and Uncle T is like, what y'all want? It's not... The neighbor's like, listen, we're not going to talk about anything else. I just want you to stand right here and watch the hole, because the raccoon had dug right under their house, right? And Uncle T is like, what am I supposed to do? And the neighbor says, listen, all I want you to do to stand and guard it, close the hole, that way the raccoon doesn't get out. He's going to go in there, he's going to try to kill it, and he's going to try to kill it personally. Uncle T is like, are you sure about this? The guy's like, listen, I know what I'm doing. Don't open this hole. I'm going to get in there in the basement. I'm going to deal with it. No matter what happens, do not open the door. Uncle T like, okay. Just like you want to hold it just the way you're doing with your Cardano, right? He say, man, listen, I'm not going to talk about my crypto right now. Just do what I said. And Uncle T like, okay. So I call Uncle T. It's like, hey, what's up, T? And he goes, yeah, Neff, I'm busy right now. I say, you're busy for what? And he was busy laughing. So killing himself. I said, why are you laughing that hard? He said, man, listen. And I'm listening, guys. I'm listening. The neighbor yelling at him, T, open the door. T, open the door. This thing is busy scratching me. I think he got rabies. Open the... Uncle T was like, I'm not opening. You said no matter what, I should keep it closed. Man, I was just laughing. Look, let me show you that quick. Let's see. That's Uncle T. That's Uncle T. Uncle T was, I was like, hey, you gonna let him out? He like, no. He wants a raccoon, right? He can have it. You can see Uncle T was having so much fun. Laughing. He said he was holding the door closed. I'm like, dude, why do you put a padlock on it? He's like, nah, man, I don't want this motherfucker out of here. He go, that was just funny as hell, man. You could hear the door like boom, 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 boom. T, open the door, T. I'm like, I'm not letting you out. I'm like, dude, come on. You know the guy is gonna be hurt. But anyways, that was so funny to me. Anyway, let's go right quick, okay? Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours, okay? Because, yeah, I told you, stop trying to front run the numbers. This week is going to be epic. And it is a simple thing. Money is not going to trickle down. Guys, Bitcoin is going to do its thing. I've been showing you, I mean, if you remember, okay? Every TA since Monday, I've been showing you what Bitcoin is doing. Bart Simpson, up, down, up. They've been manipulating it. I mean, there is no way. I mean, I've been telling you the price has been looking so erratic. It's not funny. Stop trying to front run the FOMC numbers. If you do that, you are going to get hurt. But hey, it's up to you, right? I've been telling you, money is not neither. It's not going to trickle down. You see it? Price of Bitcoin goes down, but utility coins go down. Price shoots up, utility coins shoot up. I've seen just for the past 24 to 48 hours, we saw Bitcoin 90 something and back down to 80 something. 90 something, 80 something. They are manipulating the price, which again, I can't complain. I don't see you complaining neither, because we asked for this. We were asking for ETFs and the government involvement and all that stuff, right? That's what happened when ETFs get involved. People with deeper pockets, they can control that price the way we want, the way they want. I mean, if you don't believe me, it's simple. Go look at the in and outflows of the ETFs. The story is there. But anyways, hey, let's go look at the market, okay? Like I said, although it's not, although it's useless to do it, but It's just a force of habit. I like to look at it. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. If you look at this, okay, let's start with King Kaspa, KAS, and we have here for the past hour we're down 1.7%, 7.2% down on the day, 17.3% down on the week, 0.3% down on the month, and 71.8% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.12 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $30.38 million. That volume is low, bro. That volume, I mean, like, this thing is going to take off. Well, because the volume does not match. I mean, you look at stuff. Not just that. Look, let me show you this. What is our fear and greed? Right here. You're supposed to look at this every time, okay? Not on stock. I want on crypto. I tell you, every time you look at this as at extreme fear, my friends, this should tell you something, okay? This should tell you extreme fear. We never hit the bear market when we are in extreme fear. We usually hit the market when we hit that extreme greed. And since I have not seen this thing yet hit that extreme greed, I've seen it on greed a little bit, or probably a little bit of in between. Okay, nobody knows what is going on, like neutral, but we haven't seen extreme greed yet. So yeah, the bull run is not over. Not yet, not by a long shot. Anyways, now let's go look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. What do we have? 1.2% down the last hour, 0.2% up on the day, 11.5% up on the, down on the week, 5.8% down on the month, and 43.1% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.1 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $19.12 million. Exactly, that volume is very, very low. Anyways, now look at Jasmy, the Japanese Bitcoin, JAS. We do have here 0.1% down the last hour, 3.4% down on the day, 18.4% down on the week, 25% down on the month, and 86.7% down on the year. This is the reason why I entered my trade, because that number right there, the yearly, is almost beat out. Okay, anyways, sitting at the market cap of $291.38 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $20.75 million. That volume is also very low. Look at Cubic. Let's see, Cubic, what do we have going on here? 1.6% down the last hour, 1.7% down on the week, 15.9% down on the month. 15.9% down on the week, 28.4% down on the month, and 85.5% down on the year. See, that number again, I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and open a position on this thing tomorrow, if it's still like that. Okay, sitting at the market cap of $77.31 million and the 24 hours volume traded at $2.17 million. Okay, we are moving easily and slowly, but we are going. Okay, so I think I will enter it. I will enter it tomorrow. Now, if you look at the Jonathan Spectoro, he calls it Bitcoin, and I call it the orange guy. Bitcoin was sitting at 0.8% down the last hour, 1.8% down on the day, 7.3% down on the week, 6.2% down on the month, and 19% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.71 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $46.49 billion. This is the reason why the market is red. You see, Bitcoin drags everything down, and now Bitcoin looks at the what you call it, at the macroeconomy. Macroeconomy is not doing that great. So yeah, we're about to look at it right now. Okay, let's look at prices in details right quick, trading view, so that you guys will see the reason why I'm saying this. Okay, let it load up for a second. Come on, let's see. There you go. Okay, there we go. You see, Dixie is going up, but look at the macroeconomy. Sign of it like one of them, S&P 500. What do you see? S&P 500 is dropping. A lot of people, and remember, I will say it here again. You guys remember when I told you one time here, I did a video, and I told you, in my opinion, Kaspa, okay, Quant and Cash Or if you want to, you can add Kaspa, Quant, okay, Jasmine, and Cash. Now, the fourth one or the third one, depends on what you're doing, is called Cash. A lot of people are getting ready for this mega crash. People are taking cash out and they're getting ready for, let's see when the S&P 500 drops, let's see when any other stocks they have been looking at when it drops, because like a lot of people learn lessons, and I am one of them. In the 2008 financial, when things fell, people were like crazy, okay? I will give you a hint. One I'm looking at is any kind of stock that has to do with real estate, okay? Any kind of stock that has to do with real estate, like any aggregate ETFs or whatever. I'm looking at all kind of stuff, and I'm setting money on the side. When this crash happens, I am going to put money on those, like real estate, because they're going to be so cheap and it's going to be so low. No matter what economy does, housing always wins. Or anything with food. Okay, ETFs that include food, I'm going to put money on it. I'm going to put money on more money on the VOO and stuff like that. Okay, that's why you look at it right now, and everybody and their grandmama who is telling you that money is going to trickle down. Bitcoin has gone from $125,000 to where we are right now, which is $85,000. Where is the money? Stock market is not going, and nothing else is not going. They are setting their cash on the side. But anyways, it's up to you, right? You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. Now, but if you look at it, Dixie is going up, Bitcoin is dropping. This is what we want to see. We want to see an inverse correlation between Bitcoin and the US dollar, okay? Now, if you go look at the charts, let's start with Kaspa first. Okay, here we go. On the hourly, we are still right where we left yesterday. We are respecting this major support. That's what we are respecting. Right now, Kaspa is forming, okay, let's zoom it out for a second. If you look at it, all I want it to do is like form this W, see? This W, if it respects this and it goes back up, okay? We want it to break that resistance, which, as you can see, here, and let's see if there's another one here. If it breaks it, it will turn it into support and keep on going. And another thing we better watch out for is going to be the moving average, okay? Let's see what the moving average does. If it starts to do this, okay, like curving, that's also something that we want to watch out for. Now, if you look at the ribbon, you will see it like, yeah, I think it's going to start to spray out again, but we've seen this many times when there is a fake out. When there is a fake out, you usually do this. And also, don't forget, everything depends on what Bitcoin does, because unfortunately, everything is still tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides to run, all this will be useless, and you are going to see Kaspa take off like a bullet, okay? The same thing goes here. This is the same thing on the 4 hours. There's not much difference. It's the same W pattern that is getting formed. One, and let's see if this happens like this and it breaks the same thing. Don't forget, like I always tell you guys, price always gets attracted to the moving average. Right now, moving average is sitting at, that's 4, almost 5 cents. That's where we're sitting at. So yeah, I'm paying attention to this kind of stuff and I'm watching. I don't have time to be crying about it. All I want to do is if I can find the bottom and then get in with my with a new trading position. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I think I will open a fourth position very soon on Pionex exchange or somewhere. I need to open another position on this thing, because I know once it takes off, it's going to make money for a lot of people, including myself. Okay, now you look at the ribbon, we are still spraying out. Okay, it's not like squeezing or anything. It's trying to curve and spraying out, curve. So yeah, and one thing I like about this is, like, as you can see, it respects that resistance into support. It respects it, so that's a good sign. Okay, now if you look at it on the weekly, nothing has changed on the weekly, basically nothing. Okay, we still the same thing right here. Nothing has changed. And another thing I'm saying about this is because we need to see the lower time frames reset first. Once the lower time frame reset, you are going to see that here the weekly is also going to take off and also going to leave. So yeah, let's watch and see. Bitcoin is doing its thing, and there is nothing else you can do about it. That's why for me, anything under 12 cents is nothing but noise, and let's see how it reacts. After that, we do have 15 cents. Above 15 cents, there is 18 and 19 cents price target, and above that we have the all-time high before we start looking at price discoveries. It's okay for me. I'm just watching it. I have my positions open and I have extra cash on the side, which I'm scaling them up to. That way we will not have no liquidation happening to us. Okay, anyways, Now, let's go right quick. Let's go look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate, okay? But again, nothing different is going to happen as long as Bitcoin is doing its thing. But on the 1 hourly, one thing that we can see here is that, wow, the 1 hourly ribbon is green, okay? It tries, just like I told you guys, okay? Price always get attracted to moving average. It tried, it didn't get over there. We're still a little bit below it, and Bitcoin dumped this morning. I don't know what's happening there. I haven't checked the news yet. Bitcoin dumped, therefore price dumped again. So if you look at it, zoom it out, we are in the verge of keeping on this bullish momentum. It's okay. Look, for me, it looks like, okay, if we can close this, we need a higher low. If it forms a higher low, that means this price can also reverse to do that. And again, still has a chance of testing that moving average. And if this happens, that means now we now did form this W, which again with the resistance right here, if you put it, that means this thing is going to go above that 87 or 88 I mean 82 or 83 dollars, sorry, turn that into support and keep on going. So yeah, everything is playing according to plan. For me, I don't have time to panic. I'm just here to look at the price and then just chill, right? Because if you look at it, other guys was telling me no, it's an inverse head and shoulder, which can also make sense because we do have the first shoulder, we have a head, and now we are forming a shoulder. Let's see if it goes up and if it can break that resistance. Okay, price target will be above there, somewhere at 84, 85 dollars. That's where it's going to be. So yeah, things are playing out. People that make money in this kind of situations are those that are patient enough. If you are not patient enough, you're going to lose a lot of money. Okay, now you see on the 4 hourly, what do you see? It has begun to spray, right? Spraying out is meaning we are very, very close to curving upwards. Look at where the moving average is, 84 to 85 dollars. Just like I was telling you, if it breaks out on that 1 hour, it's exactly where we are going. So if you look at it and you want to cry about it, I keep telling guys, there's no point. Okay, there's no point. We're here, just wait, watch what Bitcoin does. That's all you have to do. And for you to know what Bitcoin is going to do, watch what the macroeconomy is doing. Okay, so yeah, for me, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Above $125, we have 151. Above that, we have 164. If we conquer that, we'll be looking at 176. 176 goes by. There's a little bit of resistance at 211, but not much. That will lead us to 230. We break 230, we are looking at all-time high and eventually into a price discovery. That's what's going on here. So, but for Bitcoin, for example, there's no point of looking at it because Bitcoin is still like, that is the most manipulated asset that I have ever seen. We are still doing the same thing with Bitcoin. Look at that. You have to zoom out for you to see it. Bitcoin is either going sideways or up and this manipulation here is crazy. Let me try to take it on the 4 hour because my phone screen is not as much. I can't really zoom it out. It's fine. Look at what Bitcoin is doing. Look at it. This is manipulation at its finest. See, it goes down, comes up, goes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. So yeah, a lot of people don't know what to do. And now you see the ETFs. One thing you don't understand is like these little movements, okay? People with big money, they make a lot of money with this little movement, even if their leverage position was at 2x. Because if you put $2 million at 2x and this thing goes up that little bitty, you can even make $100,000 or $200,000 out of it. So yeah, that's how they're doing. That's what they're doing. Very soon, with the volume, the way we saw that volume dropping, okay? You saw that volume that I just showed you, and it's as low as it is. What it tells me, like, okay, they are running out, exhaustion is happening. And plus, on top of that, people are shorting. And there's a lot of people shorting the market right now. They believe that we are going down to $60,000. That's what most people believe. So if you look at the liquidation maps, more money is towards that $98,000 Bitcoin. And I'm sorry, man, a lot of people, yeah. Because these market makers, that's what they do. And that's exactly what they want you to think. That, yeah, we're going down. And before you know it, bam, up we went. All right? So, yeah, it's up to you. I still believe that they're going to take Bitcoin to that $150,000, $160,000. I still believe so. If you look at, let's say, where's my pie? pi cycle indicator. See, that's your pi cycle indicator, and let's put it on the weekly. I think weekly will work. You see, look at the red line and look at the blue line. Do you see it? Do you see? Let me zoom it out again. Look at the red and look at the blue. The blue has stabilized. The red has started to go down. They are going to meet somewhere. They're going to meet either at 150 or 160,000. They're going to meet. We've seen this before. It's not the first time. Let's see. Somewhere there. They are going to meet. Okay, but the difference that this market is not the same. It's not the same like it was in the past. We are getting control by the macroeconomy. But hey, you have to follow these kind of things. You have to follow them and watch. Okay, before a bull run is over, these two lines have to converge. They have to converge somehow. They haven't converged yet. Let's sit tight and wait. They're going to manipulate the price. And for you not having patience, that's why you are going to lose a lot of money. Okay, it's up to you. It's not my money, right? I'm not your financial advisor anyways. So anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, guys, as always, I do not condone or endorse leverage trading for people who don't know what to do. Okay, it's best you just stick to buying your coin and selling on spot. That's what it is. But if you want to learn, because how I learned was trying and errors. That's how I learned. Nobody taught me how to do this. But if you want to do that, down below I do have the links. Bydfi, which I do recommend, Phemex, Margex, and Wix exchange. Okay, follow those links, sign up, and meet their deposit requirements. Once you do, they are going to give you free money. You get the free money, my friend. Please exercise patience. Take $20 out and practice. Open trade, close trade, stop loss, trailing stop loss, whatever. Practice. If you are able to turn $20 into $40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, and so on and so forth, you are ready. Even so, don't use all your money. Use a little bit, like 20% or 30% of your money, and try, okay? If you can't do that, my friend, please keep on practicing, because if you don't practice, my friend, you are going to be the newest resident of Rec City. And I keep telling you, there is always room for one more in Rec City. I only hope that you are not that one more. Okay, anyways, we're going to look at that, and then we're also going to check at Acorn. You guys know Acorn, the link is below. That one you don't need you don't need a required deposit. All you have to do is sign up, follow that link, sign up, and they're going to give you $5. It's not much, but it will at least open those doors for you to start learning how to trade on ETFs and bonds and stuff like that, and stock market. Okay, I'm using that for my children to teach them. Anyways, now let's go right quick and let's see what we got there. First of all, we're going to start with my Bydfi, which you guys already know. I am trading King Kaspa, I'm trading Quant and Jasmine. Okay, I just opened that Jasmine trade because I think we were in the bottoms already, that the market already bottomed in for Jasmine. So yeah, right now my overall is sitting at 5,300. Okay, if you look at that, let's go into my contracts, let it load up. We do have 3 positions. For my Kaspa, I am down $342. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, I think I will scale it up a little bit more. I like that. Anyways, now on my Quant, you can see I am still down $4,500 approximately. And on my Jasmine, like I told you, I think we were down on the bottom. So I put it in, and right now, yesterday was a little higher. Today the market is doing its thing, and I'm positive I am up $34. Okay, one thing you will understand here is that I am an aggressive trader. You can pause it and you can see I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. So please do not trade like me if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so yeah, everything for me, all I'm doing is just watching the market, scaled up my positions and do things like that. Anyways, now let's go to the next one, which is going to be on my Phemex. On Phemex, I am trading King Kaspa, and as you can see right here, my overall is sitting at $762. And if you look at my contracts, you will see that here I am down $338, which is 31% of my position. We're still in the game. So I think I'm going to scale it up too. And just like Bydfi, I trade at 50x and I do not use stop losses. That's me. Okay. Now, last but not the least is the Wix exchange. On Wix, I am trading King Kaspa and I am also trading Quant. My overall here is sitting at $1,200 approximately. If you look at my contracts, you will see that here. Ooh, I'm telling you, man, this cubic is very tempting. It's very tempting. But anyways, my two contracts here are Quant. On my Quant, you can see I am still up $68. And on my Kaspa, I am down $379 approximately. The same thing with the other ones. I trade at 50x and I do not use stop losses. You can pause it and you can look if that's what you're interested in. Like I said, man, I can't wait till tomorrow. I think I am opening a position. I will open a position on this cubic. I will open one tomorrow. Anyways, now let's go look at my Acorn. On Acorn, you guys know I am trading my son. I'm teaching my son how to trade on stocks and ETFs. Okay, so let's go look at it like quick. Give me a second. Let's go there. Okay, you guys can see, yeah, it came down a little bit because the market is doing its thing, right? So we are sitting at $621 in this overall. If you look at this portfolio, and let's look at the investment, base investment, we are up 1.19%. Stocks and ETFs, we are doing pretty good. We are into the large company, which is the VOO, a special type of S&P 500. We are also medium company, IJH and IJR, small companies, and also IXUS, which is international companies. So yeah, we are doing pretty good on that one. And also, if you look at my the way I'm teaching him on the bonds, we have the short-term bonds, and we also have the aggregate bonds. So yeah, everything is really good. So yeah, let's watch and see what happens to his portfolio. The only thing I do like here is that he is very interested in it and he shows a lot of interest. That's one thing I like about it, and that's what you want. You want to make it like a game. Don't make it boring for them, okay? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Also, don't forget to click the like. It only takes a second. Click the like button and comment. If you don't have anything positive to say, just drop an emoji. That's it. Okay? Don't forget, this week I'm going to do questions and answers. So I don't know. Probably we'll choose this video or any other one. Okay? So we do questions and answers on that one. Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitudes like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know exactly what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, please, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.